Good morning, good morning, good morning. My name is Coach Molly and welcome to my channel. I hope you subscribe, stick around, take a chance on you. At Three Pines Leadership, we strive for balance in all aspects of our lives. We know each of us has a gift, a light to shine on the world, if you will. And maybe you haven't uncovered your light, or maybe you're standing in the way of shining it on the world. Regardless, if you want to change the world for the better, this is the place for you. Welcome to this episode of our Q&A show. Once a week, I'm going to jump on here to answer your questions. All right? You can send me your questions on our Three Pines Leadership Facebook page, on our Q&A posts on our Instagram page, or by leaving a comment on our Q&A videos on YouTube, on our YouTube channel. Like down in the comment section, down here on this video. Let's get into it. The first question, why is reflection so important? I touched on this briefly in last week's episode, but let's dive a bit deeper. Reflection happens when we take a step back and we look at the larger picture of what's going on. We ask ourselves, how did I contribute to this outcome? What can I do next time that I didn't do this time? What worked? What didn't work? And so on. I think of reflection as the zipper on a suitcase. If you don't reflect, you're not ready for the next adventure. It's how I wrap up each project. And full disclosure, it's also how I wrap up each day. Reflection is important because without it, we're doomed to repeat our failures. By not looking back with a critical eye, we will never improve. We will never get better. We will stagnate, or worse yet, we will go backwards by digging ourselves into bad habits. Remember last week how I talked about the importance of innovation? Well, innovation comes from critical reflection mixed with creativity. Question 2 is from Sean in Northern BC. Hi, Sean. Sean asks, what are 3 habits of great leaders? Thanks for the question, Sean. In my opinion, the most important habit of a great leader is having habits. Seriously, ritual and routine are ways to ensure the little things get done. For those struggling with mental health, daily grooming can easily be forgotten. For the busy businesswoman, self-care is sometimes the first thing sacrificed when our team needs us to stay late at work. When we build routine and daily or weekly habits, we ensure the important stuff gets done. The second habit for great leaders is to reflect. Just like I mentioned earlier, reflection is key to innovation. The third habit is reading. That's right, reading, like a book. I read 30 minutes every morning and 30 minutes every evening at minimum. I have a variety of books on the go, and that gives me a selection depending on my mood. But the point is to carve out this time to consume. If you don't build it into your schedule, you're not going to do it. Reading opens our mind to new information. Don't just read fiction, but also don't just read nonfiction. Variety is the spice of life. Do you have any leadership habits? Let us know in the comment section of this video. Question number 3 comes from a course I just taught on facilitation skills. One of the students asked my number 1 tip when it comes to creating group culture and getting everyone on the same page. I use what is known as a full value contract. And these can be done in a variety of different ways depending on your desired outcome. At its most basic, it's a group-generated list of acceptable and unacceptable behaviors, attitudes, and actions with their associated consequences. This is an opportunity for the group to lay out what kinds of behavior is tolerated and what is deemed to be unproductive. Another way to do this is by drawing a circle or the outline of a person. Like actually trace out the outline of a member of the group. Good behaviors are written on the inside, and unacceptable behaviors are written on the outside of the shape. I did this activity once with a group of government officials who drew the shape of their state and wrote about the state's values and unique points on the inside. This activity, when facilitated correctly, will bring about rich discussion. Listen carefully to what's being said, because you'll be able to use it throughout your workshop. Thank you to everyone who submitted questions. Remember, you can submit your questions in the comments section of our Q&A videos on YouTube, or in our Facebook group, via email, or on our Instagram page. Until next time, my friends, remember I love you and be excellent to each other.